Well, here we are again, friends. Welcome back to Navigational Mind. This is Toy Oyalise, and if you're just tuning in, today we're digging into something I think most of us quietly, stubbornly chase. That sense that life somehow fits together. You know, I used to call it trying to have it all together. But these days, I think it's really all about coherence, not some feeling of certainty that never wobbles. We started this journey by acknowledging that life is defined by uncertainty and chaos. We built the internal structure, the house, the residence, the rules, and the navigation loop. Not to eliminate the chaos, but to manage it. If we can't have certainty, what is the ultimate payoff for all this work? The answer is coherence. Coherence is the structural alignment of your entire internal system. It's the feeling that, even when the world is tilting, your actions and your deepest values are fundamentally connected. It is the end result of continuously running the navigation loop. Think of your mind not as a single instrument, but as a full orchestra. A life without coherence is when the musicians, your residents, are all playing different sheet music, different goals, at different tempos, different rhythms. It is noise and confusion. A coherent life is not silent. The instruments are still playing loudly, but they are all following the same conductor, your house leader, and the same score, your direction. The result is harmony, purpose, and functional power. This means you are no longer aiming for that impossible ideal of unity. You are aiming for functional alignment, the ability to move forward with power, even though the internal debate, friction engine, still exists. When your entire framework is working, when you are living a coherent life, 4 primary qualities define your experience. Pillar 1. Productive coordination. The friction engine is still running, but the conflict shifts from unproductive paralysis to productive negotiation. Your residents coordinate more than they conflict. Your autonomy resident is heard and honored, which allows your trust resident to connect more deeply. Your house leader is making conscious assignments, ensuring the right person is in charge for the task at hand. Pillar 2. Directional accessibility. Even when you hit a low rhythm or a minor crisis, your core direction is not lost. Your anchors hold you in place, and your rules provide the continuity. You may not know the next 5 steps, but you always know the foundational leaning of your heart. You never lose sight of your internal compass setting. Pillar 3. Honest articulation. A coherent life requires a high standard of internal truth. The skill of articulation becomes your primary language. You stop using vague, emotional language like, I feel bad, and start using structural language like, my capacity rhythm is low, and my identity resident is resisting this change. You are guided by what is true, not what you wish were true. Pillar 4. Collapse leads to rebuild. The system treats breakdown as data. A collapse is not viewed as a catastrophic failure that ruins your life, but a structural event that reveals honest limits. You stop, initiate a disciplined rebuild based on the data, and build back a larger, more resilient structure than you had before. A navigational life is not a project you finish. It is a process of continuous evolution. This is the structural necessity of reinvention. You will inevitably grow. Your identity resident will discover a new truth about who you are. Your old rules that served you 5 years ago will feel too tight and restrictive today. Your anchors will shift. Reinvention is not a crisis of identity. It is the intentional continuation of the navigational process. It is the mind consciously choosing to update the house's architecture based on the lessons learned from running the navigation loop. Ultimately, Building a navigational life means rejecting the endless search for stability and embracing your inherent, rhythmic, and plural nature. When you achieve coherence, the ship is sound, the crew is aligned, and the compass is true. You gain the ability to move with confidence and integrity, even when you can't see the world ahead. That is the freedom of a coherent life. So, if you're feeling lost or worried that you don't have the map filled in, please know you're not missing out on some secret access code called confidence. The real goal is coherence, a life organized around something truer than certainty, a life that moves, adapts, and aligns, no matter how often the destination disappears in the fog. That's what living a navigational life is all about. Thanks for being here with me, and, well, we've got much more to explore next time. Until then, keep your compass close, even if you're not sure where it's pointing just yet.